June 1940th, the German war machine, unleashed as the Manstein Plan, was consuming northern France. In the Ardennes, 30-year-old Alfred leaned his exhausted frame against the cold rock of a cave. His British Army uniform, once a source of pride, was now little more than a shredded wreck. He clutched a yellow dapple core, his gaze fixed on the dying embers of the campfire. He had once been like that flame, burning with life, trying to illuminate the darkest of nights. But the reality of war had been a brutal teacher. Now, his eyes were vacant, his hands slick with blood. Beside him lay a corpse in the same uniform, and the crunch of boots and barked German commands was closing in. Only a few days ago, Alfred, a lieutenant colonel, had received his orders reinforce the French. It was the first major combat operation for their deployment. He and Harrington, also a lieutenant colonel, were asked as commanders to engage German Luftwaffe forces in the Ardennes, but Harrington's recklessness had led them straight into a German counterattack. The battlefield turned into a slaughterhouse. Their squads became little more than live target practice for German flak units. Decimated by a dual bombardment from ground and air, the remnant of their unit, now just 8 men, including Alfred and Harrington, was forced to navigate the Ardennes forest, searching for their bearings.
"Sir, can we halt? Just for a moment?"
The words were gasped out by Jones from Harrington's squad. His leg, pinned when the plane went down, was now a swollen, angry mass. The voice, twisted with pain, came out as a feeble, broken stammer. Alfred sighed. He was about to step forward to see what was wrong, but Harrington, silent and decisive, beat him to it. He knelt gently in front of Jones, carefully peeling back the gauze that was already soaked through with blood to inspect the wound. Alfred let out a breath he didn't realize he'd been holding. Maybe the war hadn't completely crushed the humanity out of them. Not yet. But the truth revealed its cruel face. Just as they thought Harrington would act out of mercy, his eyes suddenly turned to ice. In a flash, one hand clamped over Jones's mouth and nose, silencing any cry. With the other, he drew a sharp combat knife from his boot and, in one swift, clean motion, opened his throat.
"Are you mad? He's your comrade."
Alfred snapped, his voice thick with a rage so profound it left him shaking.
"A comrade who can't pull his weight is just dead weight."
Harrington sneered, his voice laced with a terrifying, detached coldness. He methodically wiped the blade clean on Jones's uniform, then his eyes sweeping over the others.
"Anyone else can't keep up?"
he asked, his tone dripping with contempt. The remaining men exchanged glances. No one dared to object. The squad pressed on, lost in the endless green. Their direction was gone, and fear began to feed on them. Hunger, cold, the dread of what lay ahead, the certainty of the hunt, it all coiled around them like a serpent, poisoning their minds.